everybody is talking about with Crawford in September. It's not their secret, but like I say, I'm focused 100% on William School on May because you know it's boxing. It's boxing, and you need to be focused on the next.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be bigger. Even the Mayweather fight is gonna be bigger than that.
You think it does more pay-per-view buys than the Mayweather fight?
Yeah, I think so. But first is first. I'm gonna be focused on winning.
No, Crawford needs the money.
Crawford needs the money?
Yeah, he needs the money.
You think he had a chance to win?
But what makes you say that?
He needs the money.
Canelo Alvarez is dismissing any talk of a potential fight with Terence Crawford, making it clear that his full focus is on his upcoming bout against William Skull in May. Despite this, the buzz surrounding a possible Canelo versus Crawford showdown continues to build among fans. Meanwhile, Oscar De La Hoya weighed in on the matchup, acknowledging Crawford's impressive legacy in boxing. However, he emphasized that history has shown smaller fighters often struggle when moving up against bigger, stronger opponents, a reality he experienced firsthand during his own career. While De La Hoya didn't completely rule out Crawford's chances, he pointed out that the fight is more about financial incentives than pure.
Crawford, in the history of boxing, and this is the facts.
Let's get it.
If you see Thursdays, Fact Thursdays, I speak the facts. All right, I'll even do it for you. A good little man has never beaten a good big man in the history of the game, unless you go back to certain situations with Pacquiao beat me, but I was a dead man walking anyway.
De La Hoya expressed that stylistically, Crawford could remain competitive for a while, but the weight difference would present a significant challenge. He acknowledged that Canelo has evolved since his fight against. Despite this, De La Hoya ultimately believes that Canelo would emerge victorious in a matchup against Crawford.
I think stylistically, Crawford could stay in there long enough. However, it's just with the weight, and I mean, Canelo, he's gotten better ever since Mayweather, but now he's decreased a little bit. Nevertheless, though, I think that think Canelo will get him.
It's a compelling matchup because Crawford is highly intelligent in the ring, showcasing an exceptional boxing IQ. De La Hoya pointed to Floyd Mayweather's victory over Canelo as an example, suggesting that Crawford possesses the strategic ability to execute a similar game plan.
We saw what Floyd did to Canelo, so Crawford's got the IQ to do that.
Reflecting on his fight with Terence Crawford, Porter noted that he may have been ahead 4-2 in the first 6 rounds, as Crawford didn't anticipate his particular style. However, he acknowledged that while it took Crawford a few rounds to adjust, once he identified an opening, he took full control. Porter praised Crawford's patience and adaptability, emphasizing that his intelligence allowed him to capitalize on even the smallest opportunities.
6 rounds, I might have been up 4-2 or something like that. And it was because Terence didn't expect me to come in with that. He's seen me do it before, but he didn't think I was going to do that against him. And it took him some rounds to figure it out, and he found a hole in my game. Terence is that kind of guy where he's patient enough, he knows what he needs to do, but if he prepares for one thing, you come to the ring and do something different, that I know what it was that night. That night, he knew he had to.
Also highlighted Crawford's emphasis on landing a straight left hand as a crucial part of his strategy. However, he believed that Crawford wouldn't repeat the same mistakes against Canelo Alvarez. He noted that Crawford may not have anticipated his counter-punching style in their fight, but would be better prepared for future opponents, including Canelo.
Knew that, if you know Terence's style, he's trying to line up that straight left, you know, and he got to a point where that became, I gotta have this firework at the end of the night, and that's what he was stuck on. He won't make that kind of mistake against Canelo Alvarez. And again, coming to the ring, I don't think he expected Madrimov to have this counter-punching style that he came to the ring with,
On the other hand, Gervonta Davis shares the same perspective as Oscar De La Hoya. Gervonta Davis suggested that Crawford is primarily motivated by financial gain, implying that he needs the money. He expressed skepticism about Crawford's chances, especially given that he would be moving up 3 or 4 weight classes to challenge Canelo, making the task significantly more difficult. Gervonta Davis Crawford might struggle to secure a victory under such challenging circumstances.
Crawford needs the money.
Crawford needs the money?
Yeah, he needs the money.
You think he had a chance to win? But what makes you say that? You know, I mean,
He needs the money. I'm telling you.
does he have a chance to win though?
Top rank ain't playing like that, and they ain't playing like that.
So you don't
see they ain't playing like that.
He's going up 3 or 4 weight classes. You think the chances of him?
That's why he say why he don't like me. That's the real shit.
Gervonta Davis stated that he isn't trying to convince anyone that Crawford can beat Canelo. He acknowledged Crawford as a skilled fighter, but emphasized that smaller fighters are often superior.
But, bro, I would say smaller fighters are always better than bigger fighters because they, like, you know, they're smaller, they know how to move and things like that. But this guy is great at what he.
However, Canelo Alvarez stated that every fight he takes is important, though he acknowledged that something special might be on the horizon, hinting at the ongoing discussions about a potential showdown with Crawford in September.
Canelo Alvarez is big. So, but there is something, maybe there is something, we'll see. You know, everybody is talking about with Crawford in September. It's not their secret, but
whether it's a money grab or something else, Canelo doesn't seem to be concerned. He emphasized that his full focus is on his upcoming fight with William Skull in May, stressing the importance of staying locked in on his next challenge in boxing.
I'm focused 100% on William Skull on May because, you know, it's boxing. It's boxing and you need to be focused on the next.
Canelo Alvarez has claimed that Terence Crawford is being disrespectful, suggesting that this could be a reason the fight might not happen. However, Crawford countered by pointing out that Canelo has faced many disrespectful fighters throughout his career, including Shane Mosley.
That, you know, when you look at the history of Canelo, when you look at all the fighters that was disrespectful, calling them out, there was a lot of them, and he fought all of them. You know, from Shane Mosley to, you know, Laura and them. You know, when you Danny Jacobs and them, Sanders. When you look at all the fighters that was disrespectful to Canelo.
Clips, however, Crawford contends that Canelo took the perceived disrespect personally, viewing it not merely as a rivalry, but also as a racial affront.
I think from a Mexican standpoint, when you got 2 Mexicans, you know, that's one been extra disrespectful towards the other, he just took that personal, more so personal on the race aspect about it than the sport. He took the sport out of it, and he just felt as if he wasn't going to give Benavidez the payday that
he explained that Canelo's refusal to deliver the payday the other fighter demanded wasn't a business decision or purely about the sport. It was a deeply personal, emotion-driven choice. Beyond the confines of the ring, however, Canelo felt differently.